The leader of opposition, Rahul Gandhi, has also raised the caste census issue during his US visit and said that the party will call for the scrapping of reservations only when India is in a fair place. So the leader of opposition again endorsing the Congress view when it comes to reservations for the OBC, for the Dalits. He said that India is not a fair place and that the Dalits, the OBC, continue to be treated unfairly. Let's also listen in to what Rahul Gandhi had to say.
Let's look at the numbers. If you look at the Indian government and you look at, there are 70 bureaucrats who run the Indian government, secretaries to the government of India. These are the guys that take pretty much all the financial decisions in the government. Out of 70 people, there's one tribal. I think 3 Dalits, 3 OBCs. So, and I think a minority. So 90% of India, in the government of India, has access to less than 10% of the positions that determine how money is going to be spent. We will think of scrapping reservations when India is a fair place.
Right. Let's quickly bring in Pallavi on that note. Pallavi, what does Rahul Gandhi mean that India is not a fair place and we'll scrap reservation if India were to turn into a fair place? That's when we will scrap it. But important to also highlight how he's also trying to convey the point that it is time the Indian government ensure greater participation, whether it is the OBCs or the Dalits in the country.
Well, much during the Lok Sabha elections and even otherwise, his strong pitch as that of the India bloc, but more specifically of Rahul Gandhi and the Congress, is an urgent need for a caste census. This time around, he also talks about a socio-economic survey. And the reason, according to him, for the caste census is jitni abadi utna hak. That means depending on the number of people you have, they should be getting the rights. According to him, 90% of India's population are the ones who are denied this facility. They belong to OBCs, SC, ST, and the caste census can do the job. And he is pushing for a greater representation for them, which he feels does not happen now, whether it's the media, whether it's the bureaucracy, the courts, the government, and even the secretaries. I mean, that's a point which he raised, that there are hardly any secretaries or joint secretaries who belong to the backward or the Dalit caste. And he says that is what we want to bring about, and that is the pitch of the Congress. And therefore, when his question arises, at what point of time can India do away with reservation? According to him, it can be done away only when it becomes a level playing field. As long as it's not a level playing field, there's no way reservation can ever be taken away. And this has, of course, quoted controversy with the BJP saying he's trying to divide the society, and some like Mayawati and others also hitting out.
I'm going to request you, Pallavi, to continue staying with us because we are also getting in more breaking inputs. As you rightly highlighted that the BJP has also slammed Rahul Gandhi, saying that Rahul Gandhi has become a leader who speaks ill of the nation abroad. These kinds of leaders are very dangerous to India, who speak ill of their own country. Let's also listen in to what BJP's Manoj Tiwari has to say before we quickly go back to Pallavi.
आप अमेरिका के ही नेताओं की बात करिए, ये कभी अपने देश के बाहर जा करके अपने देश की, अमेरिका की बुराई नहीं करते, मगर अमेरिका में राहुल गांधी देश की बुराई कर रहे हैं, देश के संस्थाओं की बुराई कर रहे हैं। तो ये देश देख रहा है, ऐसा व्यक्ति जो अपने ही देश की विश्व के फोरम पे बुराई करता हो, वो देश के लिए कितने खतरनाक हो सकते हैं, इसका अंदाज़ा लगाया जा सकता है। हमारे देश के सिख कम्युनिटी को लेकर झूठ बोला है उन्होंने। यहाँ किस गुरुद्वारे में सिख परिवार के किसी व्यक्ति को जाने के लिए परमिशन लेना पड़ता है, टर्बन के लिए परमिशन लेना पड़ता है।
Let's quickly go back to Pallavi. Pallavi, while you did hear Manoj Tiwari attack his own Rahul Gandhi's stance abroad, but the fact of the matter is that the BJP has always been on a sticky wicket when it comes to the issue of caste census.
Yes, but the BJP's point is that first of all, there's already a kind of an assessment in place as reservation as far as the backwards are concerned. And, we had a census that was put on hold in 2021, but at an appropriate time, that kind of a caste census should take place. The moment you talk about a caste census, you're also dividing people on the basis of caste because, when the survey is carried on, you have to specifically mention which caste you belong to. According to BJP, if you're looking at a progressive times, you want to go ahead then you should stop dividing people on the basis of the caste, creed, or religion that they belong to. Of course, this is not something which Rahul Gandhi would agree. I think if you just look at the situation, whether it's in India, whether it's in abroad, I think Rahul Gandhi's pitch is very clear. He is going to try and ensure that at least 90% of this vote bank is something which shifts to the Congress party. Look, as far as politically speaking, Akanksha is concerned, the upper caste votes do not go to the Congress party much. That is something which has moved away from the Congress. So the Congress electoral calculation is that you pitch yourself as a party which cares for the backwards and downtrodden. You occupy that huge space which will give you dividends.
Many thanks to you, Pallavi, for putting that entire story into perspective for us. And with that, it's a quick wrap from my end. Thank you so much for watching. News and updates continue with Avantika Singh on the other side. It's over.